playing phone tag the last couple of days, so I'm glad I was able to get you on the phone. Hey, I have a question for you. So,
Yeah.
a guy that you have worked with named Jason Judas, he
Yeah.
is looking to sell his home, and he's already approved for a new VA loan. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, is that contingent on the sale of this house?
Yes, it would be contingent.
Okay, I have a question for you. So, I was looking at purchasing the house in cash, and it's just it's not doable because it won't give him the cash that he needs in his pocket. If we are able to do a situation where I would take on the responsibility of that loan and making payments, would that affect him being accepted for this VA loan?
It could potentially. Let me look at some things for you here.
Okay.
So are you helping him out on the realty side, or what is it exactly that you're looking to do there? I'm sorry.
So I'm looking to buy the house, right? But I would like to leave that loan in place and take on the responsibility of making payments for it, so it's no longer on his debt to income ratio. And I wanted to see if there's any way that you guys could make that happen on the loan officing side as well.
Gotcha. So for that, truthfully, that would be more like real estate negotiations with him. If he is comfortable with basically just selling the home for what's left on the mortgage, or if he says, hey, I need to net an extra $100,000 on top of that, like there's a couple different things that go into play, and I can't share too much about his financial situation without his approval.
Yeah.
That would be more on the real estate side of things. I will say yes, a VA assumption is a possibility. We do have a specialized team here if that's what you're looking to do. But yes, to get him to purchase down in South Carolina, the sale of the home there in Massachusetts, either the sale or somebody else taking over the mortgage, that would be a requirement for that essentially.
Okay. Is that a VA loan that he has on his home right now?
I am mostly certain, but I can double check real quick.
Yeah, if you could, that'd be great. Because I think I asked him, and he wasn't sure.
Let's see.
And while you check, I just wanted to clear it up because I was kind of fuzzy on your response. So what we're trying to do is leave that mortgage in place. We're not trying to go the loan assumption route where we'd have to apply to assume it. We just want to do a subject to transaction, leave that in place, and then just take on the responsibility of making that payment each month. Have you guys ever done something like that before?
Let me see here. I might need to do a little bit more digging on the situation here. And sorry, one more time. How are you related to Jason in this transaction?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Are you helping him?
I'm looking to buy the house. I want to buy it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So nothing with the actual purchase of his home there in South Carolina. You're just looking to try and get that home there in Massachusetts.
Exactly.
Okay. Gotcha. And are you yourself VA eligible? Like, did you spend any time serving in the armed forces?
No, I am not. But I know that with VA loans, in the paperwork that you all have, it shows exactly how to do a transaction like this. So I know, and I've done it with VA loans as well.
Okay. So it does actually look like it is a conventional loan that he's in right now.
Okay.
And so that would be one where, again, if there is any, I don't think there's any type of assumption. We could potentially get it to work to where, like, if you signed a true, like, rental agreement deal for over 12 months, that we might be able to make something like that work. But,
Okay.
But truthfully, we would have to be able to get that off the books somehow, and the somehow would be between you and Jason on what you'd like to do.
Okay. Is there any paperwork that we could have signed to show you guys that he is no longer responsible for that mortgage, so you guys can take it off his debt to income ratio?
I mean, it would have to be a signed purchase agreement, and it would have to actually be, like go through and be registered, recorded with the county, everything like that, removed from its actual credit report. Typically, only an actual, true purchase would be able to do something like that. So, like a rent-to-own, things like that can get a little bit muddier.
Yeah.
Typically, the best way is just an actual true purchase agreement, so that can be recorded with the county.
So again, like I said, I've done situations like this before. It would stay on his credit because the loan would still be in his name. So, when you cut it and slice it, at the end of the day, it comes down to you're the final opinion on that, right? You make the decision on, okay, is he still responsible for this or is he not? Because it's still going to show up on his credit like he has it. But I would be the one who's responsible for making that payment, not him. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I couldn't give you a 100% answer without looking at the actual paperwork first. I wouldn't want you guys to, go through all that and say, hey, based off of what he told me, this should 100% work, and then it ends up that the underwriter has a different opinion.
For sure.
I would have to be able to take a look at that and get that in front of an underwriter before I could give you a 100% answer.
For sure. Just for Jason's sake, because I don't want to waste his time, he has other parties involved as well. What paperwork do you guys need to see to get that in front of an underwriter to eventually give us a decision on yes, this will work or no, it won't?
I mean, if you're looking to do like a rent-to-own situation, or I guess I'm still not 100% sure what you're looking to do with the home.
Okay, so let me break it down and try to explain it, one more time, just to see if we can kind of find a middle ground here. So the home he owns right now, his VA loan that you guys have is contingent upon getting that mortgage wiped out for the sale of his home.
Yep.
Right now, his property, what's owed is a little bit more than what we're willing to pay. So cash and just wiping it out completely won't work. So to rectify that, I'm thinking that we come in and we do a subject to transaction where we deed the house over to us, but keep that mortgage in place and take on the responsibility of making the payment each month towards that mortgage. So his mortgage that he has now, that conventional loan, will stay in place, will stay in his name, will stay attached to the home, but I will then have the responsibility of making that payment. Now, he needs to move to South Carolina and has already been accepted by you guys, contingent on selling this house. Is there any workaround that we could do to where I be responsible for that mortgage and he still gets accepted for the VA loan?
Yeah, and that's where I'm telling you I have not experienced that exact situation before. I would need to look at the paperwork first to give you a good answer.
Okay. What paperwork? Is it paperwork that we'd have to have signed, or is it paperwork that you have in-house?
So it would be between you and Jason on exactly, like you said, it's, deeding the property over. Again, it's not a situation I've come across before.
Yeah.
You seem to sound like you've had experience with it.
Yeah.
I would say whatever forms you've used in the past, as long as Jason's agreeable to that. I would say just work up what you can, and I can take a look at it. I'll give Jason a call after to discuss with him as well.
Yeah.
I can't say again with 100% certainty whether that would help him or not.
Yeah.
Obviously, the cleanest, easiest way is just a true sale.
Yeah. Of course.
I would say at bare minimum, we're going to need the terms of the agreement to go past 12 months. I know that's one thing that we'll need for sure.
Yeah. And the house will be deeded over, so we will own the house, right? So the terms will obviously go past 12 months. So no worry on that end. What other paperwork do you need, or do we just need to draw it up as just a typical agreement like I do with all these other houses, and give them over to you and let you be the final decision maker on that? Would that be best?
Yeah, and again, with it being an actual mortgage tied to a property, if he's no longer deeded on that property, I'm not. Again, it's not a situation I've come across before. I can ask some teammates here if they have, but
okay.
I couldn't say for sure until I actually took a look at it and got in front of an underwriter.
Yeah, if you could, that'd be great. And also see if just anybody in your office or around you has dealt with something like this. I'd love to help them out, or be the person that holds your guys' hands and show you how we can do something like this. That'd be great too.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, I will get it drawn up. If you could give Jason a call, just whenever you have some time today, that would be great. And we could try to get the ball moving and put it in front of you and let you do your thing.
All right, that sounds good, man. I appreciate it.
Awesome. I appreciate you. I look forward to talking to you soon.
All right, bye.
Bye bye. So I just talked to him. What he said was doing it the way I explained is a hard no. He talked to some higher ups and they were like, no, we can't do that. What we could do though is do a true rental agreement for a 12-month plus lease. If we did a true rental agreement, they'll take the amount of the mortgage off of his just income ratio. So they would have to see it.
That would.
They would have,
Sorry, not to cut you off. That
Yeah.
would allow him to buy that property he wants in South Carolina.
yes.
Correct, because his contract was subject to selling the house now in order to get the house in South
Yeah.
Carolina.
So doing that won't work. We can't change the deed. We can't. We just can't change the deed. So there has to be a security deposit that they see, and after the South Carolina purchase goes through, then we could change it to a typical subject to offer or a subject to transaction. But to get the ball rolling, it would have to be a rental agreement. Once the rental agreement gets signed, once I see a security deposit, and there's no deed transfer, we're all good on that aspect. He's able to get approved for that South Carolina purchase. Once that purchase goes through and he gets settled, then we can start deeding the property over. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach out to my guy Mike, because he said that he'd be interested in it. I will let him know kind of where we're at, and we'll see what he says. But this would be one of those rental agreements to get the ball started. Once he gets accepted for his house over in South Carolina, and he purchases that house, then we could go through with the subject to transaction.
Okay. So what's Jason is Corey gonna tell Jason this?
Yes.
How's Jason gonna
Yes.
tell him?
Corey's gonna call Jason. So I would say, hey, Johnny and Corey's talked. Corey said he'll give you a call.
Yeah.
All right. Let him know too. After he responds to that first message, let him know that if you could give him just a few more hours to see if we can pull some strings to make it happen, that'd be great.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.
All right.
Hey, Mike. I spoke to the loan officer, and he said that doing a typical subject to transaction won't work. What can is doing a rental agreement that shows the property being listed for 12 plus months. This will wipe the mortgage payment off the seller's debt to income ratio and allow him to get the VA loan for the home in South Carolina. What the VA loan officer would need to see is the 12-month lease, a paid security deposit, after the home in South Carolina gets purchased completely, the property here can then transfer deeds. A land contract, a land contract, please let me know your thoughts. Hey Mike, I spoke to the loan officer and he said that doing a typical subject to transaction won't work. What can is doing a rental agreement that shows the property being rented for 12 plus months. This will wipe the mortgage payment off the seller's debt to income ratio and allow him to get the VA loan for the home in South Carolina. What the VA loan officer would need to see is the 12-month lease is a 12-month lease and a paid security deposit. After the home in South Carolina gets purchased completely, the property here can then transfer deeds, a land contract, and a lease. A land contract and a rental agreement can make this happen. Please let me know your thoughts. Thank you. Mike, what's up, my man?
Johnny, what's up, bro?
No, nothing much, nothing much.
Figured it'd be easy to call you. So pretty much the loan officer said, hey, you would need an executed rental agreement for 12 months along with a deposit from the renter. And pretty much we could do a contract or deed for a year. And then after the year is up, then just have that pretty much perform into a subject to deal.
Absolutely.
Got it. Okay. Let me see if I can make this work. I have one guy in mind that has been freaking hounding me for sub 2 deals, and I have a couple other people that I could reach out to. So I like the numbers. $30,000 entry fee would include cash to seller and year fee, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then we would be in charge of TC, closing costs, and rehab and stuff.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, bro. Let me get on the horn and let me see if I can figure this thing out.
Awesome. I appreciate it, Mike.
All right, bro.
All right. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. What's up, my man?
How you doing, bro?
All right. So I just spoke to Mike. Mike was like, "Yeah, I love the numbers. I have 2 guys in mind." So I was like, "What are you looking to wholesale it?" He goes, "Yeah, because I don't like that area, but I know 2 guys who've been hounding me and would love it." So we went over the numbers. All right. So what does the seller want in his pocket?
He was okay with 10, but from what I remember, just probably remember, you said something about 15 first. Because I know that realtors usually walk away with 10. You mentioned we can give you 15.
Yeah. Okay.
41, I believe.
Okay, so if we gave him 15, we would get a wholesale fee of 15. Is that okay with you?
15 total?
Yep.
Okay.
So
I just have...
Go ahead.
So let's grab 15 divided by 3. Would you be okay with making 5?
Yeah, do you have another guy involved in it?
Yeah, that's why he brought me the lead.
Would you be willing to give him a little bit less since he just brought you the lead? Like pay him like a finder's fee? Because $5,000 just for handing over a lead that's pretty steep.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think I deserve? Because you think me deserve the same, or you deserve more than me? You know what I mean? Because then I technically find it for you.
Yeah, I think me and you deserve the same. The other dude.
Okay, so I'll talk to him because I have another deal with him anyway.
Okay.
What do you think he should make? If you had your personal opinion.
My personal opinion, did he just bring you the lead? That's it?
Yeah.
$1,000.
How about we give him 1,000 each? Is that okay with you?
Yeah, we can do that. I know you're trying to be nice, but he didn't do anything but bring you a lead. So, I mean,
I know I'm being way too generous. I know.
Yeah, you're being super generous. $1,000
My
bucks.
last boy too. I gave him 3.
For what? Just bringing you a lead? Did he not do
Give me
anything?
a lead, bro. He didn't do anything.
He just
Yeah,
brought
I
it to
know,
you
I
and
know.
you gave him 3 racks.
Yes, because I made a good amount myself. You feel me?
I feel you.
Gotta be generous, bro.
I feel you. Yeah, you got to. But that's a little too damn generous.
I know. He didn't do shit though. And we look at it like that, business perspective. How about we give him? Are you okay with making 6.5?
Yeah.
Okay, so he walks away with 2. We walk away with 6.5.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to get Jason on the phone? What do you want? What's up with Jason? Because he's.
I would tell him, hey, give me the rest of the day. I'm gonna try to pull some strings for you.
Okay. Because he texted me. Then he said, because I said the most important thing is like, how do you feel about what he told you? Make sure you're comfortable with all that. He's like, I'm very comfortable now after talking to him. What he told me, I'm just curious on how it will work on your guys' end to where I'm able to walk away with money.
Say, Jason, give me the rest of the day. I'm gonna see what I can do to put the most amount of money in your pocket.
Okay.
And I'll be in touch with you this evening, and I will let you know. And then when this evening comes, if we still don't have a concrete answer, we'll be like, hey, I'm still waiting on a response from my guy. I'll give you a call in the morning.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Hey, you're gonna be on YouTube because I finally recorded all these conversations.
Wait, what's on me on YouTube?
I said you're gonna be on YouTube.
Fuck, bro, I'm gonna sound like an idiot.
Oh my God, bro. I'm about to come to this phone and snatch you up, bro.
Yo, I'm about to see you in person.
You're not about to sound like an idiot, bro. We're just having a conversation. What are you talking about?
Nah, bro, you're good people, man. I fuck with you, bro.
Good. Well, I'm glad, bro. I'm glad. All right, but yeah.
Hey, guess what, though? I
What's up?
advanced my word. I made you money.
There we go.
I paid. That's what I wanted to fucking do, finally.
There we go. Hey, we can't.
Comprehensive bank, bro.
We can't. We're not there yet, bro. We're still at the beginning stages. We got a lot more things to do. So, don't count the blessings yet. We're gonna do our thing, and we're gonna see if we can make this happen.
All right, mama. All right, brother.
All right, I'll talk to you soon, bro.
Okay, bye.
All right.